Hi, it's Nika from Fabulously Creative and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I have uploaded anything, but I wanted to come and introduce you to a new project that I'm working on. I will be doing some mini envelope albums, and these are, let me show you, these are the envelopes. I made a bunch of envelopes with my punch board, and most of these papers are from Maggie Holmes and some other random stuff from my stash. But I want to explain to you why I'm doing this project. Lately, I have not been in, I haven't been in a crafting mood lately. I guess I'm kind of in a transition, and I'm not sure like what projects I want to do, what projects I want to record. Project life used to be a big part of my craft life, but since I'm not doing project life too much, I don't know, I feel like there's kind of a void, and I'm not sure which projects I want to do other than planning like on a regular basis. So while I figure out my direction, see what types of videos I want to do for you guys, what type of content I'm working on, I wanted to kind of work on something where I could just reflect on the past, reflect on what I've done, what's worked, what hasn't worked, kind of like looking back to see kind of you have to reflect on the past before you can see where you're going, that type of thing. So, and I did start on one of the envelope albums. I'll just go ahead and show you. This is the one I started on, and I will have process videos for these. I don't think I have process videos for like the first two, because I had to figure out like what I was doing, but I will have process videos for these. But this is the mini album. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. And this is the, well, this is the type of spine I will be making. I'll be doing a tutorial on this. This one didn't come together. I wanted to finish it before I put the spine on, and as you can see, it didn't fit, but this is kind of how it looks so far. I've only done a few layouts, so I'll be sharing process videos on these. And I'm doing two mini albums, one for 2017 and one for 2018, and I just kind of want to reflect on those 2 years. And the I'm getting confused. The 2017, basically, I don't know, it's not much. I did Project Life, and I also did Traveler's Notebooks for that year. So I didn't have too much that I wanted to document, because my story is kind of documented for that year. But 2018, I did a family Project Life album, but I did not do any like Traveler's Notebooks or any personal documenting. So I kind of just want to reflect on that year and tell, I don't know, I guess my story, because my personal story is a little different from the family story that I tell in Project Life. And I want to show you how I organize photos for a project like this. Like, I didn't print photos, you know, for the entire year, because like I said, mostly everything is documented in my Project Life album. But what I did do is like pick, let me see, I think I have like maybe 6 or 7 stories that just stand out to me for that year. And it's not necessarily, you know, a story that is big for the family album, but for, I don't know, on a personal level, it's more important to me. So those are the stories I want to tell. And I put my pictures in these little envelopes. Let me just show you what I have in there. And each one of these envelopes has like the picture from a certain story. Let me see. And I think I printed, yeah, I might have extra for some of these, because some I printed on regular paper and some are printed on cardstock. Yeah, these are duplicates. But like each story has maybe a few pictures or one picture. Most of them just have one picture, but this is like the first of the year, so it has a few pictures. But each little envelope has a few pictures from like that story or that moment where I felt like, you know, it was a big change for me. And each one I have just a few little bits, little stickers and bits with either quotes or anything that I feel like goes along with that story. And I pulled these, like I cut them out of my sticker books. I don't want to have to dig through every sticker book to do this project. And like I want to, I don't know, just stop and pick up on this project as needed. I'm not going to do it all in one sitting. So that's why I have everything organized this way. Like I can just do it, you know, as I go along. And I will be sharing process videos for these, but I'll be breaking them up into like little videos. I'm not going to do the whole album at one time. I'll maybe do a story at a time. But these are my little envelopes. Let me see. One of them I had a lot. Yeah. See, like this one. Like it only has, yeah, 2 pictures in here, but it's a lots of little bits that went with the story, or quotes that I feel like went with the story. And I approached this kind of like a December daily album, where all the supplies are separate from my stash. Like I can work from this little cart. Like I don't have to trash my craft room every time I want to work on something, which has kind of been a problem for me. Like my craft room is always a mess. So I wanted something where I could organize and I could work on, you know, in small amounts of time. I think I showed you the little album. I made like 3 of these. This was the first album. And it came out really nice, but every time I get to the end and I try and close them, they tear. So I kind of had to change it up. That's why I'm thinking about doing the envelope album. Oh, let me show you the other thing about the envelope album, why I chose this. Like these past 2 years haven't been, I'm not saying they haven't been the best years. So like when I look at it, I want all the journaling to be inside of the envelope. Like on the surface, it's just a very pretty little book, but each envelope has these little tags tucked in it, and I'll have the story, like the story inside of there. Let me see, I think this one I had like a few little tags. But like when I'm just glancing at it, you know, it's on the surface. Oh, if I can get it out. And I'm going to go back and put like, they put ribbon or something so I can pull these out easily. But the story will be written on back of these little tags. And the other reason I wanted to do it that way, because I just wanted a very fun project. Like on the surface, it's just all about the paper and the stickers and the embellishments. And the stories are kind of, you know, tucked in there. So unless I really just want to, you know, read the story, it's in there, and I don't have to necessarily work on the story and the album together. You know, when I have time or when I'm in the mood to reflect on certain things, I can go back and write the journaling later. And I won't show you all of it because I have process videos for a few of them. But this is kind of how this is the top envelope and that's the flap from the envelope. I'll just show you how it goes together. Like you have an envelope, and basically you just take the flaps of your envelope, and these are crooked, but you can get the point. And you stick each envelope together, and you just keep sticking more and more envelopes on. And that is kind of it. But for the second album, I'm not gonna put it together by gluing the flaps. I'm going to do like a ring bound. Maybe like just punch a ring in each envelope, so it'll be just a mini album with a bunch of envelopes, and I'll still tuck the journaling on the inside. And let me see. Oh, let me show you how I have my supplies organized. I'm tilting it up so you can, I don't know if you're getting a glare or not, but let me just show you what I have in here. These are all those Maggie Holmes flowers that I just have a hard time using in other projects. I don't know, they're just so big. But, I don't know, they're so big, but they're pretty. So, I want to try and use up a lot of these. And then in here, this is just random stuff from my stash. But it's anything that has words on it. Like, just anything that has words that I felt like kind of goes with the story. And I do keep all of my other embellishments. Like I have a bigger embellishment box. And then this one is just random stuff. Just anything with no words. Just little pictures. I got a lot of these little birds from, I think, the Maggie Holmes. This comes from the Shine sticker book. Like I take my sticker book and I either cut the stickers out or put it on a piece of paper, then cut them out. But that's just a bunch of random stuff. And then this stuff, I keep a bigger embellishment box. Like all of this just, I don't know, it's just stuff that I've had forever and I've had a hard time using it. I have a hard time using these, I don't know what you call them, like those plastic things. I don't know, most of it is just too big to go in a Project Life album, too big to fit in a traveler's notebook. So that stuff is tucked right there. And then right here I just have a bunch of scraps, just a bunch of scraps and cut apart paper, some enamel dots. Oh, and I have this little envelope head, like just a bunch of little black and white pieces. Part is all of the envelopes. I'll just show you. These are cut from a 6x6 piece of paper on the envelope punch board, and you don't have to trim it down or do anything. It took me a minute to figure out the measurement for these because my punch board did not have that measurement on there. But if you have like that 1, 2, 3 punch board, you just use the extra large line. But these are just some envelopes, and I tucked, some of them I tucked little tags in. Oh, and the difference between these two albums, this one will be a ring bound. I'll punch like some type of ring and I'll still put a chipboard cover. And this one I just glued it, like the flaps are just glued together. And look how many envelopes I made. Yes, I just pulled out my little punch board and I went to town. I had so much fun. Look at all these pretty papers. And then in the back I have, alright, these envelopes I started pulling scraps that I thought would match. And I may just save these to make loaded envelopes. But I just pulled scraps that I thought matched with each one. So I have that one. Like they each have a few little things that match. So that is my project. Stay tuned for the process videos. Oh, and the other thing, I have these die cuts from my shop. I want to use these. I'm not sure if I'll use them as embellishments or what. Like they're part of the story for that year. So I'm not sure how I'll work them in. If they'll be in the little pockets or used as embellishments. But that is it. So stay tuned for my mini album series. I will have lots and